about that time, 2K. We around that time of the year where it's getting down to the end. Now, for all the people out there that's still trying to get their builds up, this video's for you. Today we're gonna be going over how to get your build to 99 as fast as possible, no matter what you want to play. If you want to play online, you want to play offline, for whatever reason you want to just play MyCareer to grind it, I think that is the fastest. But we're gonna go over everything in this video. We're gonna go over the badges that'll help you get badges faster as you're gaining badges. We're gonna go over all the distinct differences for each category to get your badges fastest, and how to get that 99 overall as fast as possible, all in this one video. If you guys do enjoy these videos, you want these videos to continue 2K24, I told y'all we're going out with a bang on 2K23. I'm giving y'all as much as I can going out towards the end of the year. But yeah, if you guys do want these videos to continue next year, just go ahead, make sure to drop a like, make sure to subscribe if you're new. Without further ado though, let's hop into it. Alright, so first things first when it comes to grinding your builds. Now, really, to be honest with you, if you're gonna play online to grind your builds, the best place I would say is the rec. But the best place to earn everything as fast, as quickly as possible may not be the most fun. Yes, it's going to be MyCareer. MyCareer is just going to be the best because what is it? Your career. And online, you're gonna have to either play with other people that you're gonna have to play around, and you're gonna have to guard other people. Now, I guess you could play the 1v1 courts, but let's be honest, the 1v1 courts are not always the, you know what I'm saying, the easiest things for new people to the game. So what I would say is play MyCareer. Now, when it comes to MyCareer, the main thing that you really need to understand is what difficulty to play on. Me personally, every single 2K I hop on, I put it straight to Hall of Fame. Why? Because you get the most XP and VC as fast as possible. Now, there is other ways to go about this. Now, I have friends that not maybe as cultured to 2K as me, so they might not play on Hall of Fame. Maybe they go to Superstar, All-Star. It's really on you. But what I say is they do have a rookie, but you're gonna get significant. Now, you're not even gonna get like an even. It's gonna be below like a multiplier. It's gonna be like a negative multiplier almost. Like you're gonna get significantly less, but it's gonna be significantly easier. So there's a scale on how much XP, how much VC you can get, and this is all for badges, for your overall, your VC. This is all gonna affect all that. So you need to figure out what is the best thing for you. Maybe you test each one before you figure this out fully, because it's gonna take like a couple games on next gen to get the +4 badges anyway. Current gen, you got to play a couple games anyway to become a starter. So I'm gonna just say what you really gonna want to do is figure out what's the perfect thing for you. I put it on Hall of Fame because it gets you the most, but I know that's not gonna be the best thing for everybody. Alright, so the way these videos usually go, I usually break it down in order from finishing, shooting, playmaking, and defensive, because depending on what your build is, you may need that. Now, to be honest, on this game, you don't really have to do it like that. But since we're not going to do it like that and you don't have to, I'm going to give you guys what I think is the fastest and what is just universally known as the fastest. The best way to do it is to throw lobs. It doesn't really matter what you are. If you can just do a simple pick and roll, run at the rim, and just throw a lob to your a person on your team that's a lob catcher like a Giannis, a Bam Adebayo, Anthony Davis, just anybody that's super tall and athletic, they're gonna work really well. Now, what you can do is before you pick your team, you can go through the rosters and see who has the highest area wizard, because that's the new lob catching badge. That's gonna be pretty much the easiest. When I did this, I was just messing around watching a game, and I ended up getting 90k playmaking with 120k overall, and that was like my third game in my career on that build, and I didn't even have my pass accuracy max. My pass accuracy on that build only went up to a 70. So it's not like you have to have a crazy pass accuracy to do this. It's not like you have to have a crazy high overall to do this. You can do this off the rip. It's just that simple. But what the thing is, you gotta know what you're doing. So when it comes to doing for these lobs, now there are gonna be certain teams where it's throwing lobs are just not gonna be as fun. Like if you play for the Heat, majority of the first couple games, you're not even gonna be able to play with Bam. So what I did in those games, I went for other badges that just suited the play style of the people that played with me. So forcing lobs can be kind of annoying depending on the difficulty. That's why I went over that first. But if you get this stuff right, you'll be fine. So what I like to do is Either I call for a lob in the middle of the court, but when I do it, as soon as I get past half court, I call for an ISO. If you don't know how to call for ISO, I'm pretty sure you click on the left stick and the plays come up, but I got it down in muscle memory, so I'm not all the way sure. So what you can do is press LB, LB, and then press the button that you are. Now, you will have to be a point guard to call plays, so I'm only do this if you are a point guard. If you're not a point guard, you're not gonna be able to do it until you have on-court coach. So if you can't do that, just call for a screen. Pretty much that simple. But if you can, make sure that you call an isolation for yourself to get everybody to spread out as much space as possible. Call for a screen. Now, if there's 2 people in the paint, it's gonna be tough to do it like that. You're probably gonna have to go to a hash. Now, the hash one is different, but I'm gonna go over this real quick. So say for instance, there's only one person in the paint. You call for that person that's in the paint to come set you a screen. If there's not the person that you want to come, the person that's in that paint should get out the way when that person that you want to set you a screen sets you a screen. So what you're gonna do is, what I used to do is, I used to just go the opposite way of the screen. But the way Hall of Fame CPUs have played it the past 2 years, you can no longer do that. You have to use the screen. Now, if you can actually get around the CPU without using the screen, that's gonna be a more automatic lob, because the person is just gonna slip the screen. He's not gonna have to hit nobody with a screen, so you don't have to wait for him to get through it. You can just see them go straight to the goal, and you can just throw the lob. Now, for the people that have to do it, 2 people standing at the rim and they won't get out the way. What you have to do now is you have to go to the hash, either call for a screen there if you can't call ISO, or go to the hash and call ISO, let everybody get out the way, then call a screen. Pretty much that simple. Now, at that point, it's really simple. All you're gonna do now is pretty much make sure that they're screening you towards the right. Like if you're at the hash is on your left side, the out of bounds is on your left side, you're calling for the screen on your right, and you're gonna go straight to the corner. If you're on the right side and the hash is on your right side, the out of bounds is on your right side, you're gonna call for the screen on your left side. You're gonna go straight to the corner. Now, say for instance, you want to do it the other way around. You don't want to run straight to the corner. You want to be able to go to the rim to get the double, which is pretty much attack assist. You want to go towards the rim. You're gonna pretty much have to call for the screen and go towards the screen. So yeah, that's just gonna have to be how you have to do it. So you would still call it for it the same way. You just wouldn't go the same way as you would the other way. So hopefully y'all understand that in full detail. At that point, you kind of understand what to do after. You would throw the lob at a certain point. When they get to a certain point, you don't want to throw it too early, too late. There is perfect points to throw lobs. Now, another thing I can give y'all as a tip for lobs, when I throw it back, pause. Yes, that sounds crazy, but yes, when you actually flick the left stick down, and when you're throwing a lob, double Y or double triangle, you're gonna get a contact lob a majority of the time. That's from my experience. That's the best way to get contact lobs, and contact lobs are honestly the best way to get a high efficiency on these lobs, because if you don't put them in an animation, majority of the time, depending on the difficulty, the person that's right under the goal will try to every single time steal that pass. The way that you can try to cancel that is making them go for a contact alley-oop. That's the best way I think of going about that. Now that we got playmaking out the way, playmaking, I mean, not really fully out of the way. You can also do flashy pass assists. That's a really good thing to do, but lobs, easily the best thing. Now, there is a cap to that stuff, but you shouldn't have to really worry about it. You get 25 plus lobs, you're gonna have a lot of XP regardless, I'm gonna be honest. But if you do get past 25, you can stop, or you can just keep going. The cap is not nearly exaggerated as it has been in past years. You can just keep throwing lobs. It's not that big of a difference. So the next category, we just gonna now go not playmaking, but finishing, shooting, then defense. We already went over playmaking. So for the finishing is simple. Contact dunks or lobs. That's simple. Now, I'll be honest, catching lobs is very easy. I would honestly say lobs is gonna be easier for the majority of the people watching this video than getting contact dunks, because contact dunks is kind of random if you're not using the meter. The dunk meter took me a month to really get down to the way I got it now. So I'm gonna be honest, I would personally say you would definitely rather go with the lobs. I don't know why it took me that long to say that, but yeah, you would definitely rather go with the lobs. So going with the lobs is definitely gonna be the one. Now, what you want to do is either pass the ball to the corner or pass the ball. You want to call like a ISO. Now, there are ways to make like your team call like a 5 out, which a lot of people have figured that out. If you want to figure that out, I'm not the video to figure that out. You can look that up, figure out how to call ISO plays and stuff like that, and that's gonna be probably the easiest way to do everything, whether you're trying to throw lobs or catch lobs. It's gonna be the easy way to ISO. It's gonna be the easy way to get. It's gonna be an easy way to do pretty much everything in this game offensively. If you want to play MyCareer 5 out, it's gonna probably be the easiest way. It's gonna get you easy rim runs. It's gonna get you easy contact dunks. It's gonna get you easy lob catches. It's gonna get you easy lob passes. All that. So if you want to figure that out, just look up how to 5 out NBA 2K23. You can put MyCareer on there. You'll find a video for that. I promise you. But once you figure out how to get like the perfect everything to be able to catch lobs, I'm gonna be honest, it's gonna get easy. Now, one thing I say about MyCareer, I didn't go over this for the lobs. The CPU, if you throw too many lobs in too many games in a row, those teams will now start playing those lobs extremely heavy. You shoot too many threes, too many games in a row, those teams will start playing those threes extremely heavy. Like if you do a certain move to do a 3 every single time, they'll do that. You go for contact. Now, one thing I say is contact dunks is one thing that I haven't seen the CPU be able to guard at the same rate as like a lob or as like a, you know what I'm saying? That's just really that simple. So you gotta understand that CPUs are gonna start playing this. So that's why I say go for contact dunks. Contact dunks is the one thing that just takes skill, and there's not really much the CPU can do to stop it. You're just putting them in a animation with the dunk meter. Once you get the dunk meter to work, you're gonna be fine. Now, dunk meter for the people that haven't played the game yet is up, down instantly, but you gotta hold it. You gotta do it instant, like up, down on the right stick, up, down. Like you gotta do it quick. If you don't do it quick, it's not gonna work. And you wanna do it like fast and hold it. You want to hold it as soon as you see the meter pop up. You don't even have to have shot meter on at all, and it will pop up every single time regardless, because it is the dunk meter. It is its own thing. Now, that's pretty much for the finishing. If you want to do anything else, layups are really good. Like acrobatic layups on 2K23 are very overpowered. So if you want to get extra XP for finishing, you can do acrobatic layups like double clutch layups. You can do any Euro layups. You can do hop step layups. You can do pretty much any type of acrobatic layup. But the easiest one I would say is definitely the double clutch layups, where you just go up and just tap X or square multiple times, and your dude just double clutches, pretty much jellies or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, that's the finish. Shooting wise is pretty simple. If I'm on a spot up, I just simply pick and pop. Every single time I'm open, I'm pulling. Simple, pretty simple. You can do catch and shoot. You can do a lot. Now, what I would say though, spot ups, it's gonna be a little bit tougher for you. But if you can get the LeBron hot back, the Damian Lillard hot back, that's gonna be the best way to get your shooting badges. Just run at the person, hot back. Run at the person, hot back. That is the thing that's gonna work. Now, the only time they ever really start to stop that is after a couple games, and they don't even stop it in the first half. They'll really only stop it in the second half of the games. That's the only time. That's when you really want to start throwing the lobs, because the lobs are gonna be free every single time. That's how I started to kind of pick up how easy lobs really were in NBA 2K23. So yeah, running at somebody hot back is going to work 9 times out of 10 times to get wide open. Not open, not lightly, wide open. But you can green lightly contested opens. I rarely get opens on 2K23 though, I will say that. But yeah, so yeah, this will also all be varied based off difficulty and stuff like that. So yeah, now one thing I'll say why you want to do those hot back, because majority of those hot backs are going to launch you to limitless range. Limitless range to get you extra XP. It's one of the ways to get the most. Now another way to get the most is a fade. Now fade is like a moving, like 3-ball, moving mid-range. So you want to do a moving 3-ball. Now you will get XP for standstill 3-balls. You will get XP for limitless range 3s. You will get XP for moving 3-pointers. So all 3 of those things are 3 different things that you can get XP for. So say for instance, if you do a standstill limitless, it'll give you XP for a standstill limitless and it'll give you XP for a standstill 3-pointer and a limitless 3. That will be 2 different things. But if you do a moving 3, it'll now be a moving 3. Now, the thing I say about shooting that's the most important for real, the missing. The more you miss, the less total XP you'll get. So the less you miss, the more XP you get. You can make 30 shots, but if you take 50 shots, you'll get less XP than somebody that made like 15 and only missed like 1 or 2 shots. So you want to make sure that you miss as little as possible. If that means you're gonna shoot less, shoot less. It's that simple. All right, next is the shot release timing. Now, when it comes to shot release timing, we thought this was a lot of different things, but literally all this is the flick of the wrist. So when it came to a lot of people when the game first came out, they were saying the jump shots this year wasn't based off the base. It's based off the releases, which is like your wrist. which is it's true. It's actually true. But the basis, it is based off, you can base it off your bases and you can base it off your releases. Now, if you base it off your releases and just watch your releases every single time, you're never gonna really have that issue of like the difference in timings, because if you just look at your wrist every single time and time it based off your wrist, you'll be perfectly fine. It's gonna be different timings, but you can pretty much get a green every single time, no matter what your release is, no matter what your timing impact is, based off your release. And the way your releases can alter is your shot timing release time. You can put this to early, very early, late, or very late. But a lot of people that's mastered the release timing, like Steezo, he even did a video on this, and he uses very late. Now, me, I can't do that. That's way too slow. But what you would see is just go to like the Pro-Am facility. If you're on current gen, go to your MyCareer, go to the Gatorade facility. If you're on next gen, go anywhere where you can test your jump shot and just keep changing the release timing and look how slow or fast your wrist goes. If you put it on very early, it's gonna be a snap. It's gonna be a instant snap of the wrist. You put it on very late, it's gonna be going like you can literally just watch your wrist. Now, this is very odd because, like I said, if you put it on very early, it's like the snap of the wrist. But at the same time, the way you time it based off looking at your wrist is also kind of different, because you put it on very early, as soon as you see that hand get all the way back, it's gonna snap instantly forward. So as soon as you see it go all the way back, you release the button. Same thing with all these other ones, but it's like a different mesh point you gotta time it for, from what I've experienced. Now, it may not be the same for you, but I use Oscar Robertson for the majority of my releases, and it makes it very, very simple for me. Let me make sure I change that back to early, because we all know that this year there's been a very, 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 very big issue with 2K resetting your shot timing and your animation. So let me not tweak on that. Now, another recommendation I have for people that really do have an issue with like the difference of timings, if you don't want to look at your release on your build, like when you're shooting, you don't want to look at your wrist every single time, just put on your shot meter. Now, there are some shot meters better than others, so if you want the best one, in my opinion, for shooting, I would say Comet. And last but not least, the defensive. For the defensive, it's not difficult at all. I'm gonna be honest. Defense is quite self-explanatory. What do you do on defense? Stats-wise, steals, blocks, rebounds. Those are the main three things that you have to do. Now, defense is really gonna be based off how many badges you get, but what I did off rip, if you're a guard, I would say go for like bump steals. If you're big, just play big in the games. Get rebounds, get as many block shots as possible. You're gonna get a lot of defensive badges. Now, one thing I say for bigs 5v5 rec is going to be the way for you. Easily the best way to get badges in the game. You're gonna get like 20K a game easily, probably 50K total in a game easily, regardless. I'm gonna be honest. Rec is really, really easy for you bigs. I'm gonna be honest. But everybody else, even locks, I'm gonna be honest. Locks, if you have like a really, really high steal rating, 5v5 rec might be for you as well. Like, plucks are really good on 2K23. Passing lanes are really easy on 2K23. So anytime you just tip a pass, that counts. Anytime you get a steal, that counts. Anytime you get like a poke ball loose, that counts. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff counts. Chase down blocks counts. A block counts. You know what I'm saying? Snatch blocks, those counts as well. So you get a lot of different XP for the different type of rebounds, or not the different. Well, I guess offensive defense, but I don't think it's like that. I think the only things that's different is like the different types of blocks, different types of steals, and that's pretty much the determining factors on how to get as many defensive badges as possible. Now, you may be like, I could have did this myself, because you could have. Defense is really self-explanatory. There's only like methods to get more bump steals. So what I do to get more bump steals, either I go to a zone, or I switch myself onto whoever brings the ball up the court, so I can be able to do that, because I don't want to leave assignment. Because at the end of the day, all this being said, no matter if you're going for finishing, playmaking, shooting, if you're trying to go for like a high, like you trying to get as much XP, total XP, not badge progress. Badge progress, all this stuff can go towards badge progress, and you won't even have to worry about your teammate grade winning the game. But you will get extra for winning the game, teammate grade, and opponent difficulty. All three of those things can take you from like 60K to 90K if you're playing the right difficulty. I'm telling you, like, it really does matter. So don't troll yourself when making like the grind for yourself easier or harder. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, I just want to make sure that everybody understands that. Y'all understand that? We cool. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video. If you guys want more videos like this, Like I said at the beginning, I do plan on this being my last 99 overall tutorial, but there are other tutorial videos that I have to get out to y'all boys. I've been trying to wait to get y'all the dribble tutorial because they just have been gatekeeping a lot of the dribble moves. So I may just have to just drop that. Like, forget the gatekeeping and all this going on. We just gotta probably just get that out. That'll probably be coming if you guys, some people have been asking for the contact dunk tutorial, a redo of that, because I did that in the first month of the game. If y'all want me to redo that, I got y'all boys. If you guys want that, the animation tier list, going over every single animation in the game, I can do that as well. It's tier list season, so it's about that time when we start doing a little tier list of every single thing. So I'm probably going to end up tier listing like every single build. Takeover tier list, probably gonna get around to the time of the last takeover tier list. We're probably gonna be around to the time of the last badge tier list. Now, one thing I did plan on doing with this channel, since 2K is kind of being kind of dead and we've been in a weird state of 2K for a little minute, I plan on dropping videos of other games on the channel. So if you guys are interested in that, put that in the comments down below if you made it to this point in the video. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. If you guys want more videos like this, just make sure to show the support by liking and subscribing. I've been going crazy on the streams lately on the backup channel, so all you gotta do, if you wanna be in tune to those, just make sure to go follow me down in the description. Click those links. Make sure you follow me on Kick. Make sure you follow me on Twitch. You can join the Discord if you wanna be more connected with me in all those type of situations. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. If you guys want more, make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe if you're new, make sure you go down and look at all of my backup channels and see if you mess with any of that stuff. I got a channel for pretty much anything, NBA, music, NFL, it don't matter. Just go and look and see if you like any of this stuff. Make sure you subscribe to what you like, and you ain't even gotta subscribe to nothing else. But that's gonna be pretty much it for today. If you guys want more, make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe, share this video to anybody that will help. All that good stuff out the way though. It's your boy Fitz, out the bit.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!
Alright, so last but not least, I'll be honest, I've been doing these 99 overall methods for so long. I remember when I first did these, and this was like one of the first videos that blew up on my channel. But when I first did it, y'all were like so mad I was giving y'all bad suggestions at the beginning. And I honestly wish I still did it because it would make more sense when I'm going over the method. So yeah, but we gonna put this at the end for the people that gonna complain. I'm gonna be honest. So yeah, when it comes to the bad suggestions, we're gonna go over badges that can help you get more badges as you go. It's not badges that you have to have. These are just badges that I'm suggesting as you are getting badge points doing these methods that I showed you guys to get you even more badges. It's just that simple. So for finishing, when it comes to finishing, it's quite obvious, it's quite easy. When it comes to finishing, the main badge you're gonna want is posterizer. You see, I got it cord. I'm gonna be honest. When I got this cord, it was very tough to get. I'm gonna be honest, when it comes to, another thing when it comes to getting core badges, let me go over this real quick. All core badges really is, if you ever see a badge pop up, that is gonna be helping the progress of that badge's core badge. That doesn't actually mean it's activating. That is just popping up strictly for core badge. So for instance, a badge like Limitless Takeoff never pops up, so it's gonna be really tough for it to pop to really get it cord. See, for instance, I have it. I've been on this build since the first day the game came out. I still don't even have it cord bronze. So that's a really important thing for y'all boys that are grinding 99. You're gonna be trying to get core badges as well. So you gotta understand that just because a badge is not popping up does not mean it does not work. I've been using Hall of Fame Limitless Takeoff. Look, it's a tier 2 badge. I've had it on since I pretty much had the build. It's one of the first badges I put on. I couldn't put Posterizer on first, so I was throwing that on, and Slithery. So yeah, it's really simple. But all in all, main thing is, though, you want to have posterizer for finishing to get more contact dunks. If you're a big man, you're gonna want rise up to get more contact dunks. Posterizer is really for driving dunks. Rise up is for standing dunks. Those are gonna be really good XP, like I said in the video. Area Wizard, that's gonna be helping you catch more lobs, and that doesn't really matter if you are a big or a guard. It's gonna be very easy to help you catch more lobs. Now, badge like Limitless Takeoff is gonna help you a lot when it comes to like driving dunks. Not gonna really make the biggest difference on anything else, you know what I'm saying? But it will get you more dunks and stuff like that. And then everything else, it doesn't really matter. I guess that's really on you. If you want to make more layups, I guess Fearless Finisher. If you want to make more crazy acrobatic layups, which actually does get you more XP, you can go acrobat. But yeah, that's really on you. Now, shooting wise, shooting badge wise, is really simple. I'm gonna be honest. No matter what you are, you're gonna have Green Machine Max. And everything I'm showing you guys, just put it to max. I'm gonna be honest, because these are badges that's just gonna help you. If you're not greening, you're missing. Now, depending on the difficulty, you can not green, but if you pro and up, you pretty much got to green. Like, even at pro. So yeah. Another badge is Agent 3s, but this is really more for the guards. If you're really not a guard and you're playing off ball, maybe you're picking and popping in MyCareer, whatever you're doing, you don't really have to play MyCareer to use these badges to get more badges. You can play anything and use these badges to get more badges, and it's gonna make it a lot easier and stuff like that. So yeah, Agent 3s is good, but you also can go catch and shoot. You can go Claymore. Those are also some really decent ones as well. If you want badges that's actually gonna help you shoot in a lot more situations, because you do have to green. Besides Green Machine, Clutch Shooter is a good badge, depending on how many shots you're taking. Volume Shooter is another good badge, and that's pretty much all I can really guarantee you is going to help you a lot. Now, for when you do get your shooting down and all that type of stuff, Limitless Range also does help you get like more badges. So if you're shooting from a deep, it's going to help you get more badges. So Limitless Range badge is going to help you shoot from deep, which in theory is going to help you get more badges. So yeah, that's another great one that you can also use to get more badges. Playmaking wise, this is the big one. I'm gonna be honest, very easy. You're gonna be using special delivery as high as possible. I did it, bro, on this build when I did it, I didn't even have it but like silver, and I got like over 100k. I'm telling y'all, bro, if y'all use the method, you're gonna go crazy. I'm telling you, you're gonna go crazy. And I'm telling you, you put special delivery with needle threader, it's really nothing you can do. I'm not gonna lie, I keep doing that on accident because I'm clicking the right stick instead of the left. But yeah, special delivery, needle threader, all these badges are great to have on in a lot of situations. Now, special delivery also doesn't help you with just lobs. It also helps you with flashy, which also gets you a tremendous amount of XP. Now, if you want to help your teammates hit even more shots in a half-court setting, Dimer is a good badge. But I'm gonna be honest, if you want to, you don't really have to even waste more than these 2 badge slots, special delivery and needle thread, and you'll be fine. Quick first step is gonna help you speed boost. That can help you get more finishing. That can help you get more shooting as well. So that's really on you. Vice grip can help you get better catch animation for catching and shooting. So I guess that could help you get more shooting as well. But all in all, I'm gonna be honest, I guess big man, they could use break starter. Big man, they could use post playmaker if you're like a post scorer or something like that. But all in all, that's pretty much all the badges you could really use for playmaking to help you get more playmaking. I would really just mainly say special delivery and needle threader. And then last but not least is defensive rebounding. Defensive rebounding is very simple, I'm gonna be honest, because all you're doing is getting steals and blocks. So if you're going for defensive rebounding, the badge I would probably say you want to use mainly is glove. Yeah, because it's gonna get you the pokes. Now, intercept is gonna help you because like passing lanes for in those situations, but I would mainly say glove. When you're going for blocks, that's gonna be anchor and chase down. Anchor is gonna get you a lot more blocks in general. Chase down is just gonna help you get more chase down blocks in general. So yeah, but mainly anchor will be the thing for that. But yeah, and then last but not least will probably be, I guess you can go clamps to get those body up wins, brick wall to get some extra stuff like that. But mainly the things that you want to put on: glove, anchor, chase down artist, and rebound chaser. Rebound chaser is amazing because it's just gonna help you get a lot more. Now, if you do, 2K added a lot of new stuff. So if you go through a screen successfully, you'll get points for that. So pick dodger could be another badge you put on, because if you go against a team that sets a lot of screens like the Warriors, you can get a lot of points for a defensive off of just getting screens. So you can also do pick dodger as well. But rebound chaser is a really good one as well, because yeah, it's gonna get you a lot more rebounds, and rebounds get you XP every single time you rebound. So I'm telling y'all, y'all want to make sure to take advantage of every single rebound opportunity. I'm telling you, you're gonna want to average like 10 rebounds doing this. I'm gonna be honest. And yeah, that's pretty much all the bad suggestions I got for y'all boys. It's that simple.
All right, man. So I've been streaming pretty consistently. We're going live every day, consistent hours, doing all different types of content, not just 2K. Now, if you messing with that, YaboiFitz on Twitch, your YaboiFitz on Kick with 3 Z's. I guess I'm just not like that. I couldn't get the regular name. But yeah, if you do want to show some support for your boy, I would appreciate it. It's really just that simple. Links in the description. So I was checking my analytics. Even with 100K, we still have 80% of you guys not subscribed. I don't know what else I gotta do. Now, if you guys want to get more in touch with me, you can join the Discord. But how you watching my videos and not subscribe? Subscribe! It's that simple.
I ain't felt like this in a long time.